The fastest growth periods are often the most miserable. If you want progress, get used to pain.
Guess what? Don't have a fucking quitting mind. Repetition every day. Stay hard.
As you say, and I will keep repeat, the consistency is the most difficult thing.
Just doing it every day.
Yes, every day.
I had that one viewer, and that viewer made me keep going. And each day and more, week 2, I started averaging 4 viewers. Week 3, 8 viewers. Week 4, 20 viewers. So on and so on and so on.
Starting in your mom crib or starting in the hood in general and working with what you got is the best thing you can do, and let the people see the progress. Like your mom coming in your room arguing with you, sister in the room arguing with you, brother arguing with you, it's the best thing you can do.
Right.
You hear from a lot of successful people, they look back and they say, oh, the journey was the fun part, right? That was actually the entertaining part and I should have enjoyed it more. It's a common regret.
You always have to be the person who roots for you before everyone else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time. It is a slow clap that's just you rooting for you.
And you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win.
It might be April where you are, and you're expecting nice weather and shit, but it's 20 degrees. So, you might be somewhere where it's too fucking hot. So, no one cares what you did yesterday. It only matters what you're doing today.
I think it's a lot of people can't understand someone being so relentlessly focused on something with the level of commitment and sustained commitment that you've shown.
Yeah.
And so,
and I don't know how
I
agree, because it's very weird, how I have extreme obsession to the point where I just think about stuff the same. For me, it's much easier to think about something 16 hours a day for 7 days straight than it is to gear shift constantly. I'm really good at just obsessing over one thing.
Well, another thing that I really believe is that inspiration is perishable. Act on it immediately. So when you're inspired to do something, do that thing. If I'm inspired to write a blog post, I want to do it at that moment. If I'm inspired to send a tweet, I want to do it at that moment. If I'm inspired to solve a problem, I want to do it at that moment. If I'm inspired to read a book, I want to read it right then. If I'm inspired to solve a problem, I'll solve it right there. If I want to learn something, I do it at the moment of curiosity. The moment the curiosity arrives, I go learn that thing immediately. I download the book, I get on Google, I get on ChatGPT, whatever. I will figure that thing out on the spot. And that's when the learning happens. It doesn't happen because I've scheduled time, because I've set an hour aside, because when that time arrives, I might be in a different mood. I might just want to do something different.
But just because you're not good at something doesn't mean you can't be good at something. And any person that wants to be a master must be willing to be a fool at first. And most people just are not willing to be a fool. They're not willing to be ridiculed. They're not willing to be seen as somebody that is still in the process of development.
There's so much comfort of being in solitude, bro. I'm telling you. And I know a lot of people who they're scared to be alone. For what? Are you scared to be alone? That's where you grow. That's where you learn yourself. That's where you learn what you like and what you don't like. That's where you learn what you're made of. That's where you get to see, what your character is in solitude. That's where the growth happens.
That's the key thing. Through repetition of things you don't want to do, you develop mental, like an armor for your mind. You start to armor your mind, because your mind's like, okay, we suffer every day. It's what we do. We do stuff that sucks every day. So then when the suck stuff comes, you're ready for it. And that's how I started coming up. I just started being very uncomfortable. And now it's like just a way of life.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. And that quote basically is the concept of, if you want to go far, you need to be able to get started. And it's that initial step, and it's that second step and third step that when you look back, when it's all said and done, you've been able to walk a course of miles that, had you not taken that first step, would have never taken place.
If you're not getting hated on, you ain't doing shit right. You need people talking about you. You need people saying, I don't like that person. Because in turn, they really want to be you.
Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it.
I love that quote.
My God. People see the trophies, but not the training ground.
Everybody wants the view, but no one wants the climb. I love it.
They don't understand it. They don't understand. But everybody has the ability to do it, but they just don't want to. They want to keep asking questions and keep going to seminars. And the greatness is right in you. And that's why, once again, I'll say this a million times here, I do not feel sorry for you. I will not sugarcoat what I'm going to say to you.
Never forget where you're going. Because the daily wars and the battles, the ups and the downs and everything else, you get turned around and dumped under the water, man, start blowing bubbles to find out what's the ways north. But always keep in sight what you're doing in the long frame, the bigger picture of it all. Because that's what gives it value when everything seems like Murphy's Law is just dumping on you. And you got nothing left, man. Hope is fading. You know, hanging by a thread, man, at the end of the rope. In that situation, just tie a knot in that motherfucker and hold on, man.
Do not complain. I'm telling you right now, no one likes a complainer. If you're the type of person that complains, man, I'm not having a good day, things didn't work out for me, this went wrong, that thing happened. Listen, bro, don't be a complainer. I don't care if you're 15 or 25 or anywhere in between. Complaining is like kryptonite, man. It repels people away from you. Be a problem solver. Be an optimistic problem solver, right?
Great people start with nothing. But you got God on your side and you're not using him because he's everything. So even when we started with nothing, we had everything in our heart. We were rich in spirit because we had God on our side. All that is supposed to motivate you. All those humble beginnings is supposed to motivate you.
The ability to trust yourself comes from situations where you made decisions on your own, you followed through, and it worked out. That is a muscle that you have to train, bro. It's a perishable skill. If you don't train that within yourself, it's gonna come and go. Sometimes you're gonna have confidence, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll feel good, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll be able to trust yourself, sometimes you won't. And dude, you'll go up and down and it'll drive you crazy.
I said, one of the things, if I could go back and change, I would have enjoyed the process a lot. I said I didn't always enjoy it because I was so focused on what I was trying to accomplish, I missed a lot of moments. That's why I always say, like Saban says, don't waste a failing. Always say, don't waste encounters, don't waste opposition, don't waste moments when they don't go the way you want it to go, right? And for me, I wasted a lot of moments that I felt could have contributed to my development because things didn't go the way that I wanted it to go.
I came up with a slogan, and I tell it to my kids all the time. I say, there's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success.
Own everything. It's all your fault. It's all your responsibility. Absolute maximum accountability, period, right? Blame no one, no excuses. Take extreme responsibility for everything because that is how you gain control and freedom. If you want control over every outcome in your life, for the most part, I understand that you could be walking down the street and then boom, a car jumps the curb and hits you. I get that. Freaky, weird shit happens. But by and large, you need to own everything. It's all your fault. The wins are your fault. The losses in your life are your fault.
And so the thing that I would say to people is on the journey to becoming, on the journey to accomplishing, on the journey to getting things done, don't postpone your joy. Don't postpone your happiness. Don't postpone your peace. Because oftentimes that's what we do. When I make this amount, then I'll celebrate. When we accomplish this as a company, then we're gonna celebrate. Then we're gonna have a party. Man, when I do this, then I'm gonna go out and celebrate. That's great. All of that is great. That's fun. That's cool. But make sure you're not postponing your joy, your happiness, and your peace.